Why were some of the most intelligent minds in history obsessed with death? Why did they run away from society, from noise, from the crowd? Why did they sit alone in silence while the rest of the world ran after power, money, and attention? Were they broken? Or did they know something that we don't? In this video, you will discover the truth about death, silence, and isolation, and why the greatest minds chased them, not out of fear, but because of wisdom. Long ago, when there were no cities, no phones, no clocks, people lived close to nature, close to the soul, and closer to truth. Philosophers in ancient Greece, like Socrates, said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." He wasn't talking about reading books. He meant looking inward, reflecting, asking, "Who am I? What am I doing here?" And for that, you need silence. You need death close by to remind you of what matters. You need isolation to meet the real you. Modern science is now proving what the ancients already knew. Silence improves brain growth. Just 2 hours of silence daily increases memory, empathy, and creativity. The brain doesn't rest in silence, it repairs. People like Leonardo da Vinci, Ibn Sina, Newton, Nikola Tesla, and Imam al-Ghazali all spent hours, days, and even years in complete solitude. Because in silence, the brain thinks deeper, the soul speaks louder, and the lies of the world fall apart. To most people, death is something to fear, but to the most intelligent people in history, death was a teacher. The Stoics used to say, "Memento mori," remember, you will die. Every day, they reminded themselves that life is so short, not to be sad, but to stay awake. Because once you accept death, you stop wasting time. In Islam, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Remember death often, for it cuts off desires." Why? Because the soul becomes pure when it remembers that this life is just a test, a temporary illusion. The world teaches us, be social, be popular, stay busy, always respond, always scroll. But the wisest people did the opposite. They knew that being alone is not being lonely. It's a space to grow, heal, and see the world clearly. Buddha sat under a tree for 49 days. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, meditated in the cave of Hira. Jesus fasted in the desert for 40 days. Moses went to the mountain alone. Imam al-Ghazali left his position and disappeared for years to reconnect with his soul. What did they all find in isolation? Truth, peace, clarity. Now ask yourself, why does modern life distract us from death, fill our heads with noise, make us fear being alone? Because if people sit alone and think deeply, they wake up. They stop consuming. They stop obeying blindly. They stop living like robots. A silent mind cannot be manipulated. A person who accepts death cannot be controlled. A soul that walks alone is hard to buy. Here is how to connect with ancient wisdom in your own life. Number 1. Practice silence. No music, no phone, Just listen. Let your thoughts surface. Don't run from them. Number 2, reflect on death. Not to fear it, but to sharpen your life. Ask, if I had 1 year left, what would I change? Number 3, seek solitude regularly, even 15 minutes daily. Journal, pray, meditate, work, think. Number 4, read the lives of the wise. See how they lived. You will find they all returned to stillness. Maybe the truth is this: noise is a prison, isolation is a mirror, death is the key, and maybe the people who walked away from the world weren't escaping life, they were finding it. So next time you feel like running from silence, don't. Sit with it, befriend it, let it show you what the world is hiding. Because in the silence, you may finally hear yourself. And when you do, you will realize why the smartest people in history walked alone into the quiet and returned with truth.